stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street life. Well, hello. Sorry that I have not been posting a lot of videos, and I suppose that it's time for me to upload a different kind of genre. So I usually upload vlogging videos, which I still do. But there's also another thing that also interests me, and it happens to be MP3 players. And so today, this is probably like the first episode of MP3 player and radio reviews. So for today's review, we're going to talk about this one in particular because I think this could be a Chinese MP3 player for the way that it operates and the way the animation is in the starting screen. And most importantly, the radio that's included and games. Now, for starting off the series, I guess we all know what an MP3 player is. We all used one, and I mostly like an MP3 player because it comes with a radio sometimes. Like, if it's a good MP3 player, then it's got to have a radio. And I do love messing around with radios, whether it's digital radios or FM, AM radios, any kind, especially analog. Analog has got to be my maybe top favorite. But this one does include a radio, but the way that it operates is pretty odd. And so now we are going to take a good look at it, and let's get right into it. So if we start up the screen right here, we get a still image of a butterfly with an interesting background loading, and there you have it. There's the welcome animation, and just like that, we're in the menu. So we got music, videos, record, voice, FM radio, photo, and at the far bottom we have games. So let's take a look at FM radio because I do love radios. And there's not a whole lot for this one, because for where I'm at, the radio stations are not really good, mostly in Uvalde. At least the functioning radios are at least 88.1 FM or 108 or 104.9 FM. So and this one does not really operate very well sometimes. I mean, the radio is okay, but you can't hear anything from it. There's nothing you can hear the music from. So you would have to listen to the radio with a set of earphones, and that goes the same for the music and the videos. So going down at the bottom, let's take a look at the setup, because I said that this might have originated from China, and this might have came from 2008, as we can see there as well. So let's go down over here to languages, and I may be correct here, because if you see these two texts up here, this is Chinese, but it's actually two different kinds of Chinese. The one on top happens to be traditional, and in the other, I may be wrong, but it could be considered as simple Chinese. So that's two different Chinese fonts right there. And the next one is English, Japanese, Korean, and then the rest is pretty much any kind of languages that you wish to choose from for the MP3 player, including maybe Hindi, I think, and Arabic, Russian, Indonesian, anything. Almost anything, I suppose. So let's go back and check out the games here, because that's probably the last thing that will be interesting here. We got Boxman, Tetrix, not Tetris, but Tetrix. It's a knockoff of Tetris, but it plays as the original game. Snake and Road. So let's check out Tetris real quick, because I've actually been playing this game a little too much before thinking about making a video about this MP3 player. And I will admit, it's kind of fun, but sometimes there's not a whole lot to do for this one. Unless you're a real Tetris fanboy, then I guess this may be the MP3 player for you. So other than that, let's check out what we have next. Oops. Now this one right here is Snake. And now I'm pretty sure you know what it is. You guide the snake, and all you have to do is make sure it doesn't, oops, well, I made that mistake. All you have to do is make sure it doesn't like bounce on the walls or yourself, because when you start eating these apples, at least I think those are apples, then you will get longer by each apple that you eat. And so it makes it a little harder to avoid the walls and even yourself. So yeah, that's about it that this MP3 player can provide. And there's not a whole lot for me to show here. So I suppose that's completely it for this. And that's about it for me to show you here. That's the MP3 player. And I'll be back in a different video talking about a different MP3 player or an actual radio. So I'll see you guys later.